Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this new series that I'm going to be beginning in Farming Simulator 19 here on Eureka Farms. Now, it's going to be a series with a little bit of a difference. The reason being, as I load into game for the first time, we have got, first of all, let's bring up the map. We do own one field to begin with, and obviously the main farm with all the different animal pens and things and contraptions and stuff built in. And they should all be here. If I run round, where's the stall? Where's my animal pens? Right, pig pen is here, yeah. Chickens are over here, yeah. Horses are over here, should I say. Just standard generic game pens. I can probably even sell those off if I want and replace them with better modded ones. It's probably not going to be an issue. However, when we come to these vehicles, sheds, and we open the doors, you'll see there's no vehicles. Why are there no vehicles? See what it? Well, obviously we've got all the stuff in the store here. Shall we go and buy a tractor? Oh look, we don't have a lot of tractors. Why don't we have a lot of tractors? Well, medium tractors. Well, we've only got 2 tractors to choose from. We've only got 3 large tractors to choose from. Harvesters. No. We have a couple that come with the map, but we only have what's available from the class DLC. Forage harvesters again. Class DLC, and then 2 that are built part of the map that come included with the map. There's custom edits, and again, same with the potato and sugar beet harvester. Same with the sugarcane harvester. These are map-specific vehicles that have been made by the map author and included in the map. They've got kind of cheaty kind of things like 50-meter width, yeah, 500,000 litre harvesting capacity. I'm probably not going to be using those types of vehicles in the series. John Deere, crop protection, again, we've only got what's available from the horse DLC. And then obviously, again, the mod author's done a custom one. But basically, what I'm saying is, on this particular series, what I'm going to do is basically use a mod which disables all the vanilla base game equipment, all the vanilla base game stuff, and instead I'm only going to use mods. There's going to be no vanilla equipment at all installed. And it's all going to be disabled, so every vehicle I buy and use will need to be a mod. And I believe, you know, obviously things like seed and fertilizer and all this sort of stuff. Yes, this is base, this is vanilla, but there's a reason for that, because if you disable this kind of stuff, you can break the maps completely. So the mod that disables the equipment does not touch any of the like pallets, doesn't touch any of the placeable equipment, because obviously that can cause massive problems when trying to load maps. So here we are on the map for the first time. I'm just going to turn the time off, and basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly save and restart the game. But I'm going to enable all the mods that I currently have put into the maps mod folder, and then we'll come back, we'll start to buy some equipment and some stuff, in fact, and then we'll get to work. I'm also going to install the precision farming mod to use on this Let's Play as well, on this series. This series is probably going to replace my No Man's Land series on the channel, because it would be nice to be able to just come on and farm some land that already has fields. There's contracts, there's a bit more role play stuff I can do as far as narrative and progressing the save and building up. There's plenty of room on this map for me to put placeables, plenty of flat area where I can build stuff. I can sell off silos and replace them with my own stuff. I can really do a very similar thing to No Man's Land. In fact, actually what I might even do is, after installing all the mods, is I might actually come back in to the game in farm manager mode, start with absolutely nothing on this plot of land, none of the sheds, none of the equipment, and go from there, really. See what happens. I mean, again, No Man's Land as a series, it still has legs. Still things I would like to do. If people want to see me carry on and continue with No Man's Land as well, please leave me a comment on this video to say, you know, carry on playing No Man's Land as well. Still keep doing that series. Otherwise, I am going to be starting on here and playing on here with my only mods approach to the game. So I will see you guys in a few moments once I've restarted. Okay, everybody, welcome back. As you can see, I have reloaded in farm manager mode, and mods are now enabled. So when I go into the store now, we have a whole bunch of equipment that we can buy and choose, and all modded tractors are available. All modded equipment is available, and yeah, it should be good. Should be good. Now, we obviously have a couple of fields. So the first things I'm probably going to have to do, I'm going to have to get a harvester, and we're going to have to get some harvesting work done. So I'm going to need a harvester, and going to need a tractor and trailer to obviously put the harvest into, and probably a loady wagon as well. Plus we're going to need to do soil sampling and stuff once we've harvested the corn. So first things first, then let's go grab ourselves a harvester. Now, what harvester are we going to go and grab? All the mods. I think it makes sense, as it's one of the latest mods released, we grab ourselves a John Deere X9. Get it for 324 grand. Spend a big chunk of the cash. Right, we want a corn header then. For that now, we want the big HS16. Do I want the HS16? Go big or go home, right? Go big or go home. Right, tractors. Right, this is where I'm going to get a bit different. We're going to grab... I think for me soil sampling and stuff, I'm actually going to grab the local electric. Second hand. Can I get it in a different colour? I don't really like. Don't know what colour to put it in. Blue. Nice blue. Right, I'm going to need a trailer. I think that's supposed to be green. Supposed to be red, green, and yellow. How do I make it red, green, and yellow? I don't think I can. We'll put lizard ties on it. Going to get second hand, coloured design. I'm going to go for mid capacity because this will come in useful for that's going to be too big for this tractor. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? That's going to be stupid. However, like I said, what I need to get is... I do need the scout. So I'll probably end up grabbing another tractor. I will. Quickly whiz these over here. That's the buy point. Okay, where's the... is there no workshop? Got some floating decals. Aha, there's the repair trigger. I know if I looked round far enough for it, I would find it. There, repaired. Right, we'll whiz this over to the farm. With its brand spanking upgrade. Lovely little electric tractor. Lovely little electric tractor. This is what we're going to use for soil sampling and maybe stuff to do with animals. Obviously there's no animal pens at the farm as of right now. think even the house has disappeared. So I'm going to have to get myself a new house. But still got plenty of room for the old placeable stuff. So we can put down loads of placeable stuff. In fact, actually, whilst I remember, let me go into the global company, turn on activate placeables, turn off that. There we go. Right. Yes, we're going to need another tractor for the harvester, not for that trailer. I'll probably end up grabbing the autonomous, won't I? You know it's going to happen. Because it's such a weird little tractor. I love it. Right, let's repair all this. Here's right, so there is a fuel station there. That is where we'll be heading. And then we'll come back. And get ourselves a tractor. So we don't even own a silo at the moment, so I've got nowhere to put anything that we've harvested. So any crops and that stuff that we harvest I can't place anywhere. So that's going to be interesting to start with. I don't know what type of silo to go for. Fill. Right, another tractor then. We're going to need something. What we got in here? 6M series small. 6M 2020. An 8R. We can get 450 on it. Do we want that? What other large tractors have we got available? Some of the class ones. Fence. Again, the autonomous. We'll get a big bud. Super float tires. On a 7.4, that would be insane, wouldn't it, eh? A Terra Track. I'm using that tractor currently on Chellington on the multiplayer server, so I don't really want to use it here. Am I? Or am I using the 8000? I might be using that one. Not the big boy. The Stevie Big Boy tractor. Weighted Float Kings. Still goes up to 517 ponies. Could have it with Nokians. And then obviously we've got all Sid's I've got a sneaky feeling in the update for this, he's removed the 3D tracks. I do believe. Especially on like the 8R. I think the 8R doesn't have 3D tracks anymore. Which is a disappointment. I wonder if somebody will do an edit of these and put them out there on the net, which puts the 3D tracks back on. I know he can't put them on it because he's released on the mod hub, but I wonder if there'll be somebody that takes it, does an edit, and chucks it out there with the 3D tracks back on. Because I do prefer to see it with the 3D tracks. I'm not going to lie. He's done a whole load of Stevie's done a whole load of stuff. Big Fent. I'm gonna get one of them. I'm definitely buying one of these. So we're definitely buying one of them. Right. Let's get cutting. Or should I say, let's get harvesting. Oh, I'm going to need a loading wagon as well. Aren't I? Gonna need a loading wagon to collect the straw. That's where, again, big vehicle comes in handy. Yeah. Get the X9. Harvesting. Wow, I've got half full from doing one row. %65 full. So this first harvest, I'm just going to sell it. We just want it gone. We're just going to sell it. We're not going to store any of it. We're not going to keep any of it. We're going to get it sold because obviously the fields, having started, are dreadful in terms of their precision farming stuff. So we're going to need to correctly sort all that out. Right, going to need the tractor now. Little autonomous. Need to go and fuel this up as well. But yeah, no, it's going to be weird this series because, like I say, the only equipment we can use for doing jobs is mods. Because, like I say, I've got a mod that disables all the vanilla game stuff. You can't buy anything that's based from the base game at all. So if I come to do something and there isn't a mod for it, then I'm going to be snookered. You know, if I don't have a mod that does a task or a job that I need to do, then obviously we're going to be struggling a little bit. It's a bit of a problem. I'm just going to overtake you. I'm going to cut through my farm. I might have to put some signs up saying no entry, no admittance. Obviously, one of the things I can do is I'm going to have to get the paint tool out, I think, and just decorate over some of this stuff. Decorate over some of the land. What's going on? Got to pipe down. Got to angle the pipe. Get it to unload. Right, tractor. It's nearly full. So we might have to go off and sell this very, very quickly. But first, let's buy some fuel. Right, let's have a look then. Corn prices are best at. The mouse, click on the screen, click on the warehouse. That is somewhere over yonder. Somewhere kind of sort of over there-ish. That is where we will head. We will head somewhere sort of kind of over there-ish. We will get the first trailer load of corn sold. I'm obviously going to need bigger trailers in time. I do own the BGA as well, so, you know, there's that positive. There's room as well at the BGA, I think, for a placeable. Because this is the map that supports the Placeable Factories mod as well. I know when I was looking at maps for the multiplayer server before I decided on Shellington, I was confused and got mixed up. I thought with the farms had the support for the placeable factories mods, but it doesn't. It's this one, Eureka Farms, which has all the placeable factory support for Shabba's placeable factories like we used on the Snetterton's multiplayer server. On Snetterton's farms, we used for doing like the chips, the sunflower oil, barrels, that kind of stuff. You know, give that a tip. Make some money. You know what? I'm going to drive on the field because the traffic will be going far too slowly for my liking. But yes, we've got 2 fields in Farm Manager. We start with field 7 and field 8. If you look at the map, we've got the BGO. We've also got this little bit of land down here by the shop, which I think is grass. A grassy area, and then area up there, dairy. There's a couple of areas that you can buy, possibly to place the factories on eventually when we get round to that stage. Put the placeable factories on them, on the land, in different places. I don't know whether I'm going to have any of those actually in the main farm area, for the simple reason the more objects you put in the farm area, the faster you're going to tank your performance and your frame rate. So we might get things spread out a bit more. I mean, obviously there's room here. There's an area here where you could place something. So many options, so many options. So much to get into. Like I say, it's a bit like No Man's Land, kind of similar approach. The only difference is that this has actually got pre-established fields on it. And, you know, there's also fields with contracts until we buy the fields. So there's other things I can do whilst I'm building up my farm. Manufacturing it. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to create myself a little headland. Fold the pipe in. Now I have got mods like obviously GPS installed, the guidance steering mod. I've got mods like I think Follow Me installed, so I can do Follow Me. I think I've got Course Play installed as well. Yes, I have. So there are little things I can do and obviously set up in time and play around with. Again, from a course play point of view, I'm probably more likely to use that to do automatic selling courses for trucks, you know, for things like taking slurry to the, you know, BGA, places like that and stuff, and selling digestate, if you can sell digestate on this map. I don't know if you can or not. Need to have a bit of a look into that, see what we can and can't sell. But obviously we're going to have a lot of straw because I'm using the Straw Me mod, so every crop on the map, with the exception of sunflower, produces straw. So our canola, soybeans, corn, all produce straw. Obviously, the wheat, barley, oats produce straw. It's only sunflower that we don't get any extra out of from like the cereal type crops. But that's okay. Beep, 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 beep. 65%, so we'll need to empty in a second. And that's where this harvester will come in very handy. And the little trailer will come in handy, obviously. Initially for keeping animals, although animals will quickly get out of hand on this map. Because again, when it comes to things like animal pens, we've got obviously the vanilla game ones, which is what were on the map in New Farmer. Obviously, since restarting in Farm Manager, the vanilla animal pens have gone. So I now have the choice to place some modded ones, and obviously we've got the Fenton Forest Animals by Stevie, which obviously gives us animal pens with some pretty impressive numbers for how many animals they will hold. We've also then obviously got the factory mods, which you know about if you've seen the Snetterton's Farm multiplayer, and then we've got the really large sort of Lakeland Vale animal pens by Stevie. Sheep pen, cow pen and pig pen. No chickens or horses, and you can't rotate these. These are single orientation placeable pens, so wherever you chuck these down, as you can see, they take up a flipping lot of room. A massive amount of room. But we've got things like that. Global company, we've got fertilizer makers, seed makers, wood chippers, alfalfa silos, composting. Obviously, we don't think we have alfalfa on the map. We have compost makers, diesel production, diesel storage, digesting silo, fermenting silo. So if we want to make digestate, we can do without using the BGA. And we get probably 1-to-1 ratio on that, I would think. Fermenting silo. So again, we can chuck all the stuff in there, including the straws. Global market. I'm probably going to have to put that somewhere on the map, because that's going to allow me to sell stuff to the internet to other farmers. I've used this mod before on my Lakeland Vale Let's Play series. I quite like it because it allows you to sell stuff to actual real players and buy stuff from real players. And the prices obviously fluctuate based on actual real demand. So it's quite nice to have that. You've got the grass dryer for doing hay. And then storages, TMR mixers, pig food mixers, you know, all the stuff. Steamer and potato, which we can't use on this map because they don't have support for. Could buy myself a nice alpine house. Decorations. What we go for? Loads of trees. Loads of bushes. Sheds. Obviously, we've got all the sheds to put back in. That's obviously the shed that was originally here with the workshop trigger. And then we had the red barns in New Farmer mode. We'll see. We'll see what I decide to put back in. It's going to be a bit of a work in progress. We've got bale storages from, I think, Hofbergman type dealies. Miscellaneous, we've now obviously got quite a bit more stuff than we had before. All-in-one buying station. Buy everything. Chicken food buying station, digestate, herbicide, all separate little buying stations. Egg sales by Stevie, silos, small silo supplies, long silo supplies where you can buy all your stuff. Again, lovely mods by Stevie. You wanted a bit of an industrial kind of setup. Have to rotate it around though. Quite big. Bit herky-jerky. But, you know, if you want like a refill place where you can buy all your seeds from, that's the type of building you want. We've got the placeable greenhouses. Got the heating plant. Got a wash station. Probably going to need one of these little gizmos. So what? Tell you what we'll do. We'll chuck that down right on there, shall we? I'll tell you what we'll get as well in a minute while we're here, while we're thinking about it. To go in the same place, because we're going to need it for the tractor. Now, which is the front? Which is the back? I'm going to assume that's the front. Yeah, with the meter. So I buy a little electronic charge point for our tractor. Silos. Obviously, we've got choices of silos which we can put down from great big, massive silos to small silos, and then obviously we got the Agraz land trade for being able to sell stuff if we want to be able to sell stuff as well. But we've got plenty to be going at. And that's really... I was struggling to think of what I was going to say then. That is, I guess, a good point to end this episode. I'm going to carry on with the corn harvest. And then when we guys going to come back for the next episode, we'll probably get the straw gathered up, disposed of some way, somehow. And then we'll get this field prepped in terms of getting it soil sampled, and then obviously we'll be needing to get it sort of ploughed. We'll probably need to be getting it limed, because I don't know what the deal is with that. So we're going to have to sample it. So yeah, there's going to be plenty to do in the next episode. So we're going to need to get a fertilizer spreader for doing the lime. Might be an idea to get myself either a slurry or manure spreader for doing nitrogen, and then from that point on, when it comes to seeding is going to be interesting, because I don't know if I'm going to do fertilizing and seeding in the same process, because I really do think precision farming kind of prefers it if you fertilise after you've seeded. You get a more accurate application of fertiliser once the machine knows what crop you've got in the ground. So probably go for that, I think. So I might just go for something with a seeder or a planter which just has a big capacity for seed. So I can just load it up with seed and be on my merry way kind of thing. All the time. Yeah, got quite a big area there to build on. It's going to be nice. I'm 65% full again. Good thing is, tractor's on this side this time. So anyway, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this introductory episode to Eureka Farms and the concept behind what I'm going to be doing on this map in terms of playing it pretty much as a start from scratch, start with nothing, build it up, build up a farm, build up our equipment, but only having the ability to do so with mods because all the vanilla equipment has been disabled. All the base game stuff has been removed from options, so unless there's a mod for a function, I'm not going to be able to do it. I think that's going to be quite interesting. So anyway, I'll see you all in the next episode from me, CWATTY, here on Eureka Farms. It's goodbye for now.